Hi, I'm David, and welcome to another Disney movie review. Today, we will be talking about the 1994 film, Angels in the Outfield. If you grew up in the 90s, you know that Disney had a very specific formula for live-action movies. Take a struggling sports team, add a fag-tag group of misfits, sprinkle in a little bit of magic or a dog, and you have a box office hit. We had the Mighty Ducks, Cool Runnings, The Sandlot, but perhaps the most literal interpretation of divine intervention in sports history was the 1994 remake, Angels in the Outfield. Watching this movie today is a fascinating nostalgia trip. The premise is heartbreakingly simple. You have a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing Roger, a foster kid whose deadbeat dad sarcastically promises they can be a family again when the Angels win the pennant, since the California Angels are dead last. That's essentially a no. Roger takes this literally, prays for help. And suddenly, Christopher Lloyd descends from the heavens as AI, the head angel, to help the team assist their way to victory. First off, the cast is unbelievable. You obviously have Danny Glover playing George Knox, the quintessential grumpy manager who screams at his players and hates losing. Glover anchors the movie with a lot of genuine emotion, watching his icy heart melt because of two foster kids is the emotional core of the film. And of course, Tony Danza is there as the washed-up pitcher, Mel Clark. But the real fun of rewatching this in the modern era is spotting the bench warmers. You have a young Matthew McConaughey and Adrian Brody lurking in the outfield. It is wild to see two future Oscar winners barely getting lines in a movie about ghost baseball players. The baseball scenes themselves are pure slapstick. The special effects are dated, but charmingly so. You see players being lifted into the air to catch fly balls, or getting a celestial shove to steal a base. It's ridiculous, but the movie commits to the pit so hard that you just go with it. It frames baseball not as a game of stats, but as a game of belief. The film's famous tagline, "It could happen," does a lot of heavy lifting. Here, however, what separates this from a generic sports comedy is that it's surprisingly heavy. It deals with the foster care system, parental abandonment, and the idea that sometimes your biological family isn't the one that shows up for you. Disney didn't shy away from the fact that Roger's dad is just a bad guy who isn't coming back. That realization allows the relationship between Roger and George Knox to feel earned rather than forced. It's sweet without being overly sarcastic. Is it a masterpiece or cinema? No, the logic falls apart if you think about it too hard. Like, why are Angels interfering in Major League Baseball standings? Do they have money or on the game? But Angels in the Outfield succeeds because it has heart. It captures that Pacific 90s optimism where everything, even a last place team winning, the pennant felt possible if you just waved your arms hard enough. It's a comforting, feel-good watch that reminds you that you don't always have to see something to believe in it. What are your thoughts on the Disney movie Angels in the Outfield? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to keep the magic of Disney with you. Play ball!